So you might have seen a few of my videos lately where I was checking out the Enya Nova Sonic electric guitar. This is a carbon fiber built guitar with an inbuilt speaker, as you can see there, with sounds in the guitar that you can hook up to an app and edit all those tones and everything like that. Really cool guitar, really cool idea. But as you can see, I am now holding a new guitar because this is kind of like a follow-on from the Nova Sonic. This is by Enya also, and it's called the Enya Inspire. And to be honest, it's a pretty similar concept to the Nova Sonic. It's almost the same thing, but there have been a few upgrades which I want to show you in this video. So firstly, we still have a carbon fiber body. I believe it's a one piece. If you look at the entire thing, it's one kind of molded guitar body there, so it's not like the neck has been bolted on or anything like that. It's a one piece, I believe. And obviously, as you can see, the main difference between these is the body shape. So this is kind of like a Les Paul shape single cutaway, whereas now we have more of a Strat style shape double cutaway guitar. It kind of has that really awesome 80s super Strat kind of vibe to it, but there's another thing other than just the body shape that kind of puts it in that category in my mind. You might have noticed we have a whammy bar, a tremolo arm there, which obviously the Nova Sonic doesn't have. So this is a pretty cool upgrade. We have a whammy bar. And you also may have noticed the pickup configuration of this guitar is also different to the Nova Sonic. We have a humbucker in the bridge and we have two single coils in the middle and neck position. Also commonly referred to as a HSS, humbucker single. And one of the last main differences in terms of upgrades, I guess you could call it, is that the Nova Sonic has a 10-watt speaker built into the guitar, whereas the Enya Inspire guitar has a much bigger 15-watt speaker in. And when you actually look at the size of the guitar, it's quite thin really, so it's quite mad to believe that it's got a 15-watt speaker built into it. That's more wattage than the first amp I ever owned. So this guitar has more wattage in a speaker built into it than the first ever amp I owned, which was a 10-watt, I believe. But overall, how cool does this thing look? I think Enya have done a great job of stepping up the aesthetics and the design quality of their guitars. I mean, the Nova Sonic is also pretty cool. There's other colors too. Just like with the Enya Inspire, there is also other colors. I will show them on the screen. But I've got this awesome purple color guitar, and one of my guitar students recently referred to this guitar as Jack Nicholson, as in Jack Nicholson's Joker from Batman. So this guitar, I guess, is now called Jack Nicholson. So Lee, if you're watching this guitar, you've officially named it. And just checking out some other features with this guitar, you might have noticed we also have a 0 fret, which is not too common on guitars, but that's a really cool feature. The Nova Sonic also has a 0 fret. It's kind of like Enya's thing. Their guitars probably all have 0 frets for all I know. But yeah, we have a 0 fret, and the actual fret markers on the guitar are at the top. A nice little kind of aesthetic choice. Again, the Nova Sonic doesn't even have fret markers apart from the Enya logo on the 12th fret. And I don't know if it's just me, but I quite like the Enya logo on the 12th fret. And I kind of wish that this one had the Enya logo also on the 12th fret instead of these two dots. I would have happily sacrificed these two dots for an Enya logo there. I think that would have been pretty cool, but that's just me. If you're unfamiliar with Enya guitars, let me give you a quick overview and run through of the actual guitar itself. So we have some switches and dials here, just like normal guitars. This one here is a volume control. This one is obviously your pickup selector switch. This time around it's a 5-way because we have more pickups. The Enya Nova Sonic is just a 3-way. So yeah, volume and pickup selector switch, but this is the real interesting button here. This is the button that turns the guitar on and off, and you can cycle through your guitar tones with it. It's also the master volume control. So if I press and hold this button, hopefully you can see this on the camera. Now it's got a light on there, so that means it's on, and it's also showing you which of the 4 preset tones you are using. We have green for clean, dark blue for like a crunch, I guess, a different kind of blue there, slightly lighter for more of a rock tone, distortion, and then pinky purple for a lead tone. So we'll go through those guitar tones in a little bit. One of the main features that I want to actually just show in this video, similar to my other ones, is I want to show how the actual guitar sounds itself, because you can actually use this as a normal guitar. It's got a jack input there, so you can plug it straight into an amp, into your pedals. If you've got a normal rig that you like, this can still function as a normal guitar. You don't have to just use this. I believe that when you plug in a jack cable, it bypasses the speaker anyway, so you don't get both. But it's also USB-C there. This kind of actually turns this guitar into an audio interface too. Again, I'm going to keep referencing back to my video about the Enya Nova Sonic because it's very similar. What I did in that video is I plugged that guitar straight into my computer as an audio interface, so I could then capture all the tones that are built into the guitar straight into my laptop. And perhaps I'll do that for this guitar too, but I'll do that in a different video. Back to the actual guitar itself, as I said, you press this button to flick through your preset tones, but that's not the only option, because now Enya have actually created a foot switch for this guitar. So this is the Inspire, as you can see there, foot controller, and you'll notice we've got 4 switches. So there's 4 sounds in the guitar and there's 4 switches here, which means you can switch between those sounds better than you can on the Nova Go Sonic, because on the Nova Go Sonic it just has the button, whereas this one I can go from preset 1 to preset 4 just by clicking a button rather than cycling up through them. So this is really cool, and to pair it with the guitar, obviously the guitar is on still, you can still see the green light there. So if I turn the Enya Inspire, now can you see that green light there? So I've got a green light on the guitar and a green light on this foot switch there. So then if I click the next one, we're onto the blue setting there. If I click this next one, you'll see that change, hopefully. There we go, and then the last one. So I didn't even have to do anything like that. As soon as I turned this foot controller on, it immediately paired with the guitar, which is awesome. So one thing I'm definitely gonna do, you're gonna wanna stick around for this one very soon, is I'm going to build 4 preset sounds in this guitar that I can use at a gig, and I'm gonna take this guitar to a gig and I'm gonna play the entire gig with just the guitar and this foot controller. No pedals, no amps, no nothing else, literally just the guitar straight into the Enya Inspire foot controller. Can it be done? Will it sound good? We're gonna find out, so stick around for that video coming soon. And for the actual sounds that the guitar has, don't forget we've got 4 sounds that we can cycle through. You can edit all of those on the Enya app. I found that really easy to use on the Nova Go Sonic, and I've actually created my own tones already in this guitar. What I haven't done yet is do that for this guitar also. So all the sounds that this guitar currently has that I will show you are just the stock sounds of the guitar. And I would show you how to do that, but that's going to be a future video, as I said, creating tones in the guitar, using the app and then taking it to a gig. So that is coming soon. So as the guitar is switched on, let's have a little play and see how it sounds. Cool, so let's start with the clean tone on this one. As you can see, we're on the green setting. Really nice responsive tremolo. I was barely doing anything then, and it was tremoloing quite nicely. I actually saw somebody make a video about this guitar, and they said that the tremolo doesn't pull upwards, it's only a down, because there's no cutaway or anything like that for the tremolo. It's not a floating, it's just kind of obviously there. But I disagree. Obviously it doesn't go mental, but you can still pull it up a little bit. If I just play, you know, a chord. So you can definitely raise it a little bit, but I wouldn't go mental with it. I don't think this tremolo is designed for like really crazy like dive bombs and everything like that, you know. There's a bit of distortion on the speaker there, but maybe just tweaking the tones, tweaking the bass, tweaking the actual parameters of the sound itself might kind of get rid of that. Maybe it's a volume thing, maybe it's my playing, who knows? See, when I get a tremolo, it's quite a luxury for me because I don't normally play guitars that I've got tremolos, so I kind of overuse it. I can't help it, I'm sorry. If you keep seeing me do the tremolo, it's getting annoying. I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it, I'm liking it. So let's flick through the next one. So this is, I guess, more of a crunchy tone. I hope that can sound better in the app. It's quite flubby, and I don't know what that means, but the word flubby came to mind on the tone. So you can definitely edit that. We can change that a little bit. This is just the preset tones, as I said. Yeah, that tone could be a little bit better. One thing I didn't mention, by the way, is that obviously we have the pickup selectors and we have all the different tones, but this is actually as well able to pull out, which I believe switches the sound of these pickups. It's not necessarily from, and this is what I've seen people mention, it doesn't necessarily make the humbucker or make the pickups go from sort of humbucker to single coil. It kind of just messes around with the phase sound of the pickups. So, I mean, can we hear a difference if I play a chord here? Then I pull this out. To me, it just sounds a little bit quieter and maybe a little bit thinner. So let's flick on to the next one. Hopefully this sounds a bit better. That's a better tone. What about the neck pickup? In fact, you know, we've got all 5 different positions. So yeah, I'm not used to a 5-way switch on this guitar. So that sounds nice. I hope my microphone's picking this up well, but yeah, that sounds pretty cool too. And then obviously, last one, this is more of a lead guitar tone. So what does the lead setting sound like? Nice, I like it. So there you go guys, there's a quick look at the Enya Inspire guitar, the brand new carbon fiber 15-watt speaker inbuilt guitar with sounds, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think, but yeah, there's going to be plenty of content with this guitar coming soon. As I said, going to take it to a gig, try and use the sound in the guitar at the gig. So obviously I'm not going to be using the speaker, you won't be able to hear that over the band. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the guitar straight into the PA system. So all the sounds from the guitar are going to go straight into the PA system. So that's going to be providing my guitar tones for the gig. Let's see how that goes. Obviously I'm going to use the Footswitch as well to swap between those tones, because all I really need to play a gig is I need a good clean, a good crunch, a good sort of rhythm, rock tone, and a lead. If I can get all 4 of those, which I should be able to with this guitar, then that will see me through a gig. So stick around, that video is coming soon. So once again, thank you so much to Enya for sending me the Inspire guitar to check out. I really like it so far and I'm excited to use it a little bit more. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. And if you've not yet subscribed, please do. I make lots of guitar and music related content. And if you subscribe to my channel, then Darla will be very happy. So to make Darla happy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Take it easy, guys.